It doesn't look like a party is coming soon with the Atlanta Falcons. Now, life potentially for the rest of the season without Michael Penix Jr. as Mark Raimondi from ESPN, beat reporter for the Falcons, reporting that there is conversation that Michael Penix Jr. could miss the remainder of the season with his knee injury. Drake London, he's going to be out for this week, so enter Kirk Cousins, who's coming in, and it begs the question, is Drake London the most important piece with the running attack now gone? Start off first 3 weeks, and it looked like, it was going to be an unstoppable situation with Bijan Robinson. But when you look at where we are, it really has been Drake London who has tried to keep the offense with a heartbeat. And now Kirk Cousins, at 37 years old, will have no Drake London for his start this week.
It sucks. I mean, it's just, this is normally a game we circle on the NFL calendar that we can't wait to see. The hate between the Falcons and Saints, and it feels like it's just a footnote, to be honest with you. I mean, Sunday we'll be watching at 4:25 because it's the Falcons and we want to see, and they're playing the Saints. I don't want to say I could care less, but
I'm dreading this game.
The result of the game means nothing to me. Zero.
This is the place. This is ground zero. This is exactly where Kirk Cousins' season came to a screeching halt. We lose that game 20-17 last year. He gets hit in the elbow and arm and says something sounds like, "Oh, my arm. I think it's broken."
Oh, goodness.
That was him on the sideline.
Oh, man, my elbow hurts.
After he got hit. I can't remember who it was. Was it? It wasn't their defensive end.
It wasn't.
Cam Jordan?
It was not Cam Jordan.
He got ragdolled, and his arm fell off his body, and then he tried to play through it. And
for like 3 more weeks.
We ended up losing. He was 23 of 38. Just keep having him throw the football when his arm's all jacked up. That's a good idea. No touchdowns, and a pick that game, and we lose. And then the next week we go to Denver, and we act like we don't play football and have a walkthrough Wednesday because everybody's hurt. And then his arm's still broken, but he's not telling anybody, and nobody knows because they don't watch practice apparently. And then it continues to snowball into what becomes one of the more disappointing ends to a season in a long time after you started 6-3. So now we got to look at this, and Michael Penix comes in, and now he's dead. And now we have to go back to Kirk Cousins. Will he be under center most of the time?
Probably.
Will he be in shotgun? Will he be in pistol? Are you changing the offense up? What is going to happen there? So
those are questions you got to ask Kirk.
The guys around Kirk Cousins had to step up. And then you talk about Drake London being out for a few weeks probably. It looks like a complete dumpster fire. And to that point, what was a show that was doing something, Road Dogg?
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike on one of the ESPN feeds or Fox Sports or whatever it is.
ESPN, Evan Cohen.
Evan Cohen. He does his top 5 teams that are a complete hot mess at this point in the NFL. Who do you think might be number 1?
Cleveland.
No.
The Giants.
No.
The Jets.
No.
The Saints.
No.
It's got to be us.
It's the Atlanta Falcons.
We're
number 1.
All right.
Number 1, baby.
Pull out the celebration.
Let's go.
An accomplishment.
Good job.
Anyway, Kurt was playing good football when he was 6-3. He was completing 69% of his passes.
Good number.
He had 17 touchdowns and to 7 picks. He was on a nice trajectory there. And then he got hurt. And then he tried to play through it, unfortunately, and cost his team a lot. And now he's back at the helm after being benched for the rookie that they drafted the same year. They gave him $180 million, which makes no sense either. So, yeah, they might be number 1 hot mess team.
Where is he in his mind? You had a chance to be 7-3 in this building last year, and now you come back a year later in this building, and the season is long lost.
Kirk is probably living life right now. I'm back as a starter. I'm still making $30-40 million a year. He's got to be feeling great. Now, he's not going to feel great on Sunday when he's throwing to guys that maybe should be working at sack and save instead of like actual NFL wide receivers. But maybe him and Darnell Mooney will get on the same page. He's got 2 guys to throw, 3 guys. Him, it's Darnell Mooney, it's Kyle Pitts, it's Bijan Robinson. That's it.
Well, there are going to be guys on the football field. This is going to be
they'll get cardio.
A beef-in moment where somebody may step up and have 3 or 4 big-time catches, maybe move the chains a few times, get them in good position to get rocking and rolling. And maybe they upgrade somebody off the practice squad. Maybe David Sills decides he wants to show up, or Kadero Hodge, Casey Washington. Those are some names you may see out on the football field.
My teammate used to say, walk into your trap, take over your trap.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, well, that's a song. Receivers not named Mooney, Pitts, Robinson, or London Casey Washington has 6 catches. Ray McLeod has 6 catches. He's not even on the team anymore. David Sills has 4 catches. And Cordero Hodge has 3.
Well, this is what y'all have asked for. This is
we have home team.
What do we ask for?
This is a preseason game.
Catches.
Looks like a preseason game roster is what this is going. Your backup quarterback.
We are
a preseason game guys.
You think it would have been nice if your quarterback played a couple snaps in the preseason?
Yeah, that's why we are where we are.
It doesn't matter.
Here is Evan Cohen on Unsportsmanlike talking about our Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons are number 1 on the list. Why? So Michael Penix Jr. gets hurt. Unfortunately, he's going to be out for the season. Now, let's talk about, it seems like it, let's talk about when they drafted Michael Penix Jr. Top 10 pick a couple of years ago. We were in Detroit for the draft, and I was thrilled because I am of the belief draft a quarterback when you want one, not when you need one. They just had signed Kirk Cousins to a huge deal. They then benched Kirk Cousins pretty quickly into that new deal. We all thought they were going to trade Kirk Cousins after the season last year. You know what? Looking back on it, it probably wasn't the worst move to not trade him because you need him now. So Kirk Cousins is now your starting quarterback. He's going to be your starting quarterback for the better part of the next year. Plus, we probably are going to see an entire wipeout of an entire regime from president, general manager, head coach, etc. Their quarterback of the future is probably not that, unfortunately, because he's too injury prone, sadly, tragically. 5 of 8 seasons over the last 8 years in terms of Michael Penix, college and pro, have ended prematurely because of an injury. They're 3-7 on the year. They would pick 8th in the draft this year if they had their pick, which they don't because they traded it to the LA Rams.
That is a hot, molten mess, is how he just summed up what has and what will be going on around here. And now
what's terrible, home team, that's a national guy, Evan Cohen, who doesn't have the emotion attached that we do, but can see the mess that we are. Like, he can see the mess that we are. And that's where we're at as a franchise. So, whatever.
The spirit and the soul
Let's beat the Saints.
Of Falcon Nation is bruised, wounded, and down.
We embrace distractions.
Now we see what Kirk Cousins can do for however long. And who's to say that Michael Penix Jr. comes back this year? If that thing, which was already bothering him, if it's not, why would you bring him back for this mess? Why would you?
What are you talking about right now?
We don't know if Michael Penix Jr. will throw another pass this year for the Atlanta Falcons. Let's just say he's out.
He's out.
Yeah.
Get him out. There's partially torn ACL to torn ACL. He's donezo.
It's definitely part of who we are.
We'll be lucky if he's back for
week
next
1
year's
next
opener.
Year. Yeah.
So that means Kirk Cousins will be your starting quarterback for 2020.
I don't know what it means.
I hate the NFL.
My God in heaven.